Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So for today's video, I will be bringing you my winter 2021 houseplant tour, and this will be a tour of my entire collection. This tour is going to consist of two parts, and the first part, which I'll be doing today, will consist of the living room and the bedroom. And then the second part will be my kitchen and my sunroom. So with that being said, let's jump on into the tour. So we're going to start in the far left-hand corner of my living room, and this is where I have my golden pothos. Not too much to be said about this one. Great grower, easy to care for. I'm constantly trimming this guy back. Love this one. And if we move over to the front area of my living room, left-hand side, little backlit there. Here I have my philodendron Brazil. This guy is also about 3 or 4 years old. Always does well for me. Beautiful plant. And if we come down here, here is one of my snake plants. This one I believe is the Laurentii. This is my Taniki Ficus elastica. Love the variegation on this one, so pretty. And these Ficus elasticas do very well for me in my east-facing window, which this is. They get plenty of sunshine, which keeps that variegation. They are putting out new leaves, although they are a little bit smaller than the ones that they were putting out in the summer, but still growing very well. And if we move to the front of that one, here is my Pothos Enjoy. This guy for the first 1.5 to 2 years really struggled for me. Was putting out lots of brown leaves and just wasn't looking the greatest, and for a while I was considering just rehoming it. But within the last 8 months or so, it's been doing awesome. Maybe there's a couple of browning areas on the leaves, but not really too much to speak of. And right here, I have a small cutting of a lemon lime philodendron. This is one that Leona from Lioness Tropicals sent to me in a plant trade. That one's doing well. And right here, I have my burgundy Ficus elastica. I purchased this one around the same time that I purchased my other two. This one seems to be a little bit slower of a grower, but otherwise it's doing well. In front of that, I have my purple passion, my tried and true. Love this one so much. I've taken so many cuttings from this guy. It's just a beautiful, beautiful plant with that purple foliage, the purple hairs on the green dark foliage. It's beautiful. And over here, I have two cuttings of a Scindapsus Moonlight Trubii. These are two that I ended up purchasing from Facebook Marketplace, and I think I purchased these guys about 3 weeks ago, and since then I was also able to purchase or find another small planter of Scindapsus Moonlight Trubii as well. I found it at Wegmans, and that is in my sunroom, so you'll see that in the second half of the tour. To the right of that, I have my Black Raven ZZ putting out a new stem. Beautiful. Love the way the foliage comes in on this guy with that light green, and then it gradually fades to the darker green blackish color. Super pretty. And here I have my fiddly fig. It's a little backlit there. Ficus lyrata. This guy is about 4 years old. It does really well for me as long as I leave it here in my east-facing window. So it gets plenty of sunshine. I'm very careful not to overwater it. I check the soil. I water it when it gets down to about a 2 or a 3 on my moisture meter. Super pretty. And up here I just have a typical green spider plant. And if we move over to the right, here I have a pothos pearls and jade. Very similar to the Enjoy, with the exception of this one has a little bit more speckling to the leaves. And the green on this one is a little bit more of a blue green, whereas my Enjoy is more of an evergreen, I kind of feel like. But definitely very similar. And if we move up above, my little light out of the way, here I have my Manjula pothos. This one is probably by far my favorite. Love this plant so much. This is another one that when I first purchased it, it struggled for me for quite a while. And I want to say I've had this one for about 2.5 or 3 years. And it really didn't start doing well for me until after I repotted it and it settled into this planter, which is a little bit larger of a planter than it was in previously. So it did take a little while to acclimate, but within the last 8 months to a year, it's also been doing very, very well. And it has trails that go down to the floor. By far my favorite, guys. This one is characterized by these curly leaves, and these leaves are kind of fluted at the bottom. Love this one so much. If we move over to the right, I have a regular ZZ plant. Super easy plants to grow. They don't require a ton of sunlight. If we move down here, I have my largest Thanksgiving cactus. This one I need to trim back. I want to trim it back quite a bit so that this area here, this overgrown area, blends in with this shorter area a little bit better. Plus it's a little bit overgrown for this space, so I do just want to cut it back just a little bit. If we move over to the right side of my living room, another spider plant. This one is just your regular variegated spider. And if we move over to this area, here I have my African mask, my Alocasia amazonica. There we go. This one is also about 4 years old. It's doing great. I keep it in a terracotta planter, and I only water this guy when it gets down to about a 2 on my moisture meter. It's been doing well. In front of that, here I have my Hoya Carnosa Crimson Queen. One of my favorite Hoyas, so pretty. Back there, I have my Ludicea Discolor that I received from Myra, from Just Myra. Love this one. I did have it out in my back room, and I just figured that it would do a little bit better out here in my front living room. Hopefully you can see that. It's definitely backlit. Up front here, I have my Black Pagoda lipstick plant. This one I received a couple months back. It's grown quite a bit for me. Love it. Can't wait until the leaves get a little bit more mature and then they start coming in with this red mottled back leaf. So pretty. To the right of that, I have my, oh, what is this? Monstera adansonii. I've got two of these guys. This is the wide form. This is definitely the larger leafed version of the two that I have. Just had to check it to see if it needed water, and it's good. So pretty, love it. Second rack here is one of my Hoya carnosa Hindu ropes. This one I've had for a while as well. It's doing great. And back here, I also have a piece of the variegated Hoya Hindu rope. So love that. Can't wait till it gets bigger. And this one here is my Thanksgiving cactus. This is a purple blooming Thanksgiving cactus. Up front here is a true Christmas cactus, a Schlumbergera bucklei. Not sure of the color of the blooms on this guy. This one here is a yellow blooming Thanksgiving cactus. And back here is my Tradescantia Nanook. It's doing great. And in the front is a Calathea medallion. This one I'm still kind of currently struggling with, although it is putting out some new leaves there. Just trying to get the care down on this one. It's doing okay. Third shelf, I have a philodendron Prince of Orange back there. This one here is my Peperomia prostrata string of turtles. Love this guy. Super easy to grow, fast grower. Over here is my Hoya carnosa Crimson Princess. One of them. I have another one in the sunroom. Beautiful plants. If you're just getting into Hoya, this would be a great one to have. Very pretty. Back there is that one is a yellow, no, gold. That one is a gold blooming Thanksgiving cactus. Over here is my largest Christmas cactus, one of the buckleis. That one is a pink blooming bucklei. Down here on the last shelf in the back left corner is a white blooming Thanksgiving cactus. The one in the front here is a salmon colored Thanksgiving cactus. Back in the back center is a pink blooming Thanksgiving cactus. Another Christmas cactus. Another Thanksgiving cactus. I have quite a few guys. And that one back there is a multicolored, lots of different colors in that one. So this is the entire shelf that I have in my living room. And if we move into the back right corner, another snake plant. I think this one is the Xylanica, I think. This here is a red blooming Thanksgiving cactus. This one is about, I want to say, this one is about 9 years old. To the right of that is my Moonshine Sansevieria. Love the colors of this guy. Beautiful. I always keep a bottle there of water for quick watering. And if we move up here to my window, This is a west-facing window, and this is where I have 3 of my hanging baskets. This one here to the left is a neon pothos. This one I've been struggling with for a little while. I just recently repotted it, and hopefully it does better for me within the next couple of months. When I repotted it, I took a look at the roots, and the roots were not very well established for the age of this plant. So I'm just hoping that it bounces back, because I really do love this one. To the right of that is my Syndapsis pictus argyrius. Love the Syndapsis, so pretty. To the right of that, I have my Marble Queen pothos, or my Snow Queen. It's probably more of a Snow Queen. It was sold to me as a Marble Queen, but it's very, very light in color. So I'm thinking it's probably a Snow Queen. Very pretty. And the last plant that I have in my living room is, it's kind of dusty. I'm gonna dust it off. But this is my Monstera deliciosa. I want to say this one is a Monstera borsigiana, because it does not have the rippling where the leaf meets the stem. So I'm pretty sure that this one is a borsigiana. Move over here. And this one I want to say I've had for about 3 years now. Definitely got to dust those leaves. A little dusty. And there's my Shady. Hi, baby. Pretty boy. Okay, so now we are in my bedroom, and I just have a couple of plants in here. This one is the Starfish Sansevieria, or Dracaena. They have been reclassified from Sansevieria to Dracaena, most recently, I believe. And here is my Samurai. And up to the right of that, I have just another golden pothos. And this back here is a west-facing window, although we do have our deck out here, so it is kind of shaded. This room is a little bit darker. And the last plant that I have in my bedroom is this Chinese evergreen. It's doing okay. I've struggled a little bit with this one as well, with some yellowing leaves. But for the most part, it's doing all right. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this tour, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're enjoying the content of my videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll be notified of any newly uploaded videos. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye, guys.